What's going on, guys? So today we're gonna film the 2018 Mercedes Metris. And right from the beginning, I wanna say that a lot of people misunderstand this car, this vehicle. This is not a minivan by any means. You cannot compare it to the Honda Odyssey or Kia Carnival or stuff like that. This is a totally different vehicle. So I'm gonna show you some advantages and disadvantages that this car has over a minivan, and you're gonna understand by the end of the video who this car is suited for. Okay, let's start with the engine. For the engine, we have a 2-liter inline 4 turbocharged gasoline that drives the rear wheels, 7-speed automatic transmission. It uses premium gas. It puts out 208 horsepower. It got the 5,000 pounds towing capacity. And this is basically the same exact engine that you find in the CLA from that era, from that generation, uh, with the same 208 horsepower. Is the same engine you also find in the C-Class from that generation, like 2015 to 2020, 21, whatever. It's just a little bit detuned compared to the other one. Let's pop the hood and take a look at it. So it doesn't have struts. It have one of these things here, and the hood is quite heavy. So this is the engine, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. In Europe, you get these vehicles with diesel engines as well, which were more reliable and, in my opinion, way more suited for this car, although this engine is not that weak. It got pretty good power, especially if you're driving by yourself. It also gives like 21, 22 miles a gallon when I drive by myself. When I have the family full with people, like I carried for the past few weeks, 6 adults, all of them over 200 pounds, and luggage and stuff like that. At that point, you get around 17, 18 miles a gallon in an average. And you can tell it struggles a little if it's filled up with people like that. Let's go on with the exterior of the car. You got the 3-pointed star here, the Mercedes logo, pretty big. This vehicle has a few options. I'm not sure how much was the MSRP, but we'll talk about the options as we go. It still has the European style bumper with like the European style license plate. It also had like a black cover here to adapt an American license plate. I just took it off because here in Alabama we don't need a license plate on the front. Headlights, these are the best headlights you can get. You don't get like LED or anything like that. Everything is halogen, low beam, high beam, turn signals, all that is halogen. This one also has the fog lights, and this vehicle also have fog lights on the rear. Now we get on the side to the wheels. These are some optional wheels, very beautiful design, very similar to the S-Class. It's just like smaller size. They're 17-inch wheels, 225, 55, 17, and they have the same size in the rear. Now here on this side, it's something pretty funny. This is the gas cap, and you cannot open that unless you open the door. So first you need to open the door, and then you open the gas cap, and you just put gas over there. And also says here minimum octane 91, which is premium. Here on this side, this sticker, if you scan this thing, in Europe you're forced to have the stickers for the firefighters. In case you get in a wreck, they have to come, scan the sticker, and they know where to cut the vehicle, where the airbags deploy, and everything like that. It's a safety thing that comes from Europe. We got the doors on the side. These ones are manual. Automatic doors are an option. In my opinion, it's an advantage to have manual doors. Automatic doors are always very slow to open and to close. I had automatic doors on the Kia Carnival, and I don't like it at all. In the back is pretty straight. Had It has clearly a van aspect. There's also a van version of this where you don't have the seats or anything, and you don't have the windows, and that's straight up a van. Now, if we move to the back, we have the towing package, uh, Mercedes Benz, license plate, Metris. You got the windshield wipers, both of them like that. Funny thing, you don't have the Mercedes logo anywhere here on the back, you know. Now, when it comes to the back doors, there are three options of doors. Is this option of doors, which you open like a, I don't know, dresser doors that open this much. The third option, the second option, you have the possibility to move the doors all the way to the side, which this one doesn't. And the third one, you have a lift gate, which I understand is manual, is not automatic as well. You have the third brake light here. Here you got the toolbox on this side, right here. You got a little bit of room in the back with all the seats up. We're gonna talk about the seats. The seats, you cannot move them back or forward. You cannot lean. You cannot do anything. They're very fixed. All you can do, you can remove them if you pull this and leave them, and then simply just remove them. But other than that, they're just fixed in place. Now, one of the advantages this vehicle, this van has compared to a minivan is the huge opening area in the back. And believe it or not, you can fit one or two motorcycles in the back of this vehicle depending on the size of the motorcycles. So I ride bikes, and if you're gonna do a track day, that's a very good thing to have this. Going back on this other side, nothing special. It's the same story, same doors. This is the 7-seat version. There's also an 8-seat version. The 8-seat literally just has another seat attached to this bench. But I think this version is better because you just have the access easy over there. You know, you don't have to move any seats. If you need the 8-seat version, you can just buy the extra seat or whatever. Because we're here in the back, let's talk about room, another huge advantage that you have on this vehicle compared to any minivan. First of all, I'm 6'4", I'm 210, 220 pounds, depends. And again, it's a huge opening, top, bottom, left, right. A big guy like me can easily get inside, and I'll show you fit on any seat. So the front seat, it's set up to my height, again 6'4", and then I go in the back, and I have plenty of room. Huge headroom, knee room at 6'4". 6'4" driver, 6'4" passenger, and it's the same story in the back, in the very back, in the third row. So whoever wants to sit comfortable, they can sit comfortable in this car. Now, because we're here at the third row, let's go ahead and talk more about this vehicle. You don't get many options. What you get hooks here to tie your load, your motorcycle, whatever you want. You get a 12-volt cigarette lighter stuff, cup holder here, you can fit a bottle or whatever. You have another cup holder here. You can remove this one if you don't want it. Speakers, everything is hard plastic, everything. Here on the pillars we have like a cloth material or whatever, like we have on the ceiling. You got vents in the back, handle, you got lights, and that's pretty much it. Here we have the rear. We got good headrest here, and you got ISOFIX for the car seats, for the baby car seat, and that's pretty much it on this side. If we move on the other side, second row, you can see again the hooks, and I think there were some more somewhere down here anyway. You got some air vent over there blowing from the AC. Here you don't have any cup holders or anything, and again everything is plastic. You can open the door straight pulling like that, and then you open it back the other way like that. You got some pockets here, AC, handles, lights, all that. Funny thing, you don't have a central console here, so you can access the front seats from behind or the other way around. And this is like, take a look to the back. Pretty much, it's a huge amount of room. Here as well, headroom, pretty good. I'm 6'4". The seat is set for me. I don't like being very back, but you can go back more. I mean, anyway, still enough room. Now, seats are manual from here, forward and backward. The backrest is manual as well. Only thing it has is the lumbar support that's automatic. Both the front seats are like captain chairs. You have an armrest which you can remove or set on height, you know, wherever you want. Again, everything is plastic, everything. Steering wheel is pretty nice, just like the CLA or the C-Class on this generation. We do have heated seats on this vehicle, electric mirrors, both front windows automatic, and by the way, the rear windows don't go down or up. We have the Mercedes gear shift here. We have paddle shifters on this car, commands on the steering wheel, lane keep assist and park assist, parking sensors. We have the lights here, and we also have front fog, rear fog, brake with the foot like every Mercedes, pull to release. Steering wheel only goes up and down, doesn't come back or forward. Now, over here in the front, we have parking sensors. They light up and they beep when you get close to something. And the same story in the back. I don't know if you can see over there. When you back up with something, the parking sensors light up. To the dash, we have cup holders. We have a storage space here. We do have a cigarette lighter over there and all that. I don't know if you can see it. Then we have some more storage in these holes, like you can put your phone or whatever. This one is bigger because it doesn't have like the USB and stuff like that. Storage here, storage over there, storage here, like you see on this side, and I put a phone holder. Storage in the doors, a lot of storage up, storage down. Quite a lot of room. We have some beautiful LED lights up here, and here is the vanity mirror for that. Plain mirror on this one. We do have turn signals on the left side. We do have wipers on the left side. We have wiper sensors, rain sensors, you know. We have cruise control here. It's not adaptive. And here on the main infotainment, it looks like a Mercedes E-Class from the, I don't know, 2007, 8. It does has the newer version of the system or whatever you call it, but it's not touch. It's just you use these buttons here to control everything. You know, the quality of the screen is not amazing. Okay. You have media, navigation, phones you can take from the steering wheel. You have climate control over here. We got some more storage here in the glove box compartment. And here you have a hard drive. You can put like music or whatever you want to put on it, maps, whatever you want to put. And that's pretty much it. Not too many fancy stuff. Now let's get inside and go for a ride I'm gonna talk about the way it drives for a second. So this is the key. It's a regular key. You have lock and unlock. And it has infrared, by the way. If you keep it close to the doors and you hold on lock, the windows are gonna fall down. If you hold the lock, the windows are gonna go up, both of them. It doesn't have a push start button. You just insert the key, doesn't matter which way, and you just turn the key. You don't need to hold the brake. You just turn the key and it starts. It's very quiet. Honestly, it's no rattling or anything like that in the car. I heard some people saying, oh, it's rattling. No, it's not rattling. Now the sitting position, it's more like a van. You sit up and the pedals are like down. You press on them like kind of like down instead of pressing forward. We have driving modes, comfort, economic, comfort, and manual. I keep it on comfort. If you go on eco, it's just very sluggish. It doesn't rev too much. Comfort is the regular driving style, and manual lets you use the paddle shifters, which is crazy. You have a van with paddle shifters. To put it in gear, you just hold the brake and hit drive. It does have a park assist, as you can see here. When you are below 20 miles an hour, it can find the parking spot for you and help you park. Yeah, let's see. This is my average for the past 1,000 miles, but again, the vehicle was mostly driven loaded, fully loaded. So, driving experience. This vehicle, this van, I think the main purpose of this van was to pick up like passengers from airport and stuff like that, and they can sit comfortable and have a lot of room to sit in the back and to put luggage and all that. Everything from the acceleration to the gear shifting to everything, it's very, very smooth. The direction is very smooth, the steering, the brake is very smooth, everything is very smooth. It drives very well. Sometimes you cannot even tell. It's like a, I don't know, 4,500 pounds vehicle, 202 inches. It's not the biggest vehicle, but it's pretty big and heavy. But it drives comfortable. Suspension is very comfortable. Gets up to speed real quick. I think it has like 8 seconds, 0 to 60. But again, this is not the purpose this car was made for. Like, you just do 60 and, you know, cruise control, and you can go like that for 1,000,000 miles. Very comfortable position, very comfortable seats. I love this armrest here, and you can adjust the height and all that. So this van, again, for me, for example, I have a restaurant. A minivan is not useful for me. It's too difficult. Like, I'm carrying caterings with it. It's too difficult to load and unload the food in a minivan. This one is very easy to load and unload. You can drop the seats, let them home, and have like a huge van. Load anything you want in it. Again, even a motorcycle or two. So this is who this van is made for. Not soccer moms, but people that have a utility for it, like as in a carrying utility for it, or people that have like a taxi company, more like of a, you know, relaxed, let's say luxurious. It's not luxurious, but just given the amount of space you have, you know, it's ideal to go to the airport and get a businessman or two businessmen or whatever. Yeah, steering wheel good. AC blows very cold. This one has the automatic AC. Not all of them have, apparently. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Well, I hope you like the video. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section, and I'll be more than pleased to answer to all of your questions. Thank you, guys.